There's this one single mindset shift. It's the thing that separates the people who actually succeed from those who just stay stuck. And it all boils down to one simple but really powerful idea.
Look, this might sound a bit harsh, but I promise you it's the absolute foundation for everything we're about to cover. That life you're imagining, the success you're chasing, it all kicks off the second you really truly get that you are the one in the driver's seat. See, the world, it doesn't reward people who wait around or point fingers. Nope, it rewards the ones who master themselves. And that's what this is all about. It's your guide to developing that relentless, unapologetic focus. It's about taking all that energy you're spending on the outside world and pointing it right back at the only thing you actually control, yourself. All right, so where do we even begin with this? Well, the first step, the absolute first principle, is all about laying the groundwork. We're talking about the daily, kind of gritty work of building a version of yourself that can handle anything thrown your way. And the key word here is decision. This isn't about waiting for motivation to strike. Your strongest self? It's not built on some random burst of energy. It's built on the deliberate choice to show up, especially when you really, really don't want to. It's not a lightning strike, It's more like laying one brick, then another, then another. That consistency, that's your real superpower.
And hey, it doesn't have to be this giant, monumental leap, right? It's all about these small, simple swaps you can make every single day. Each one is another brick in the wall. You choose to read instead of scroll, that's a knowledge brick. You choose to get a workout in instead of making an excuse, that's a discipline brick. You set some real goals, that's a direction brick. One tiny decision at a time, you're literally building a fortress.
And this right here, this really gets to the core of it all, doesn't it? The real work, the stuff that actually forges you into who you're meant to be, it happens when nobody is watching. It's in those silent moments when there's no applause, no likes, no validation. That's when you earn the results that everyone else will see later on. Okay, so once you've started building yourself up, brick by brick, the next job is to protect what you've built. And this is so crucial. Your focus, your attention, it's your most valuable asset, period. And let's be real, the world we live in is basically designed to hijack it 24/7. Just take a look at this comparison. On one side, you've got a mind that's just hijacked by noise. It's reacting to every opinion, constantly second-guessing itself, and just drained. It's always looking for approval. But on the other side, that's a mind protected by focus. It's rooted in its own vision. It knows its path. Its energy is building, not draining, and it needs zero validation from anyone. See, choosing focus isn't just a passive thing. It's an active, daily defense of your own mind. Think about it. Why don't these outside opinions matter? Well, for one, they don't build your life. They definitely don't pay your bills, and they absolutely will not create your future. At the end of the day, other people's opinions are just a reflection of their own fears and their own limits. When you listen to them, you're letting their cage become your cage. You just can't let that happen. All right, this next part is a huge mindset shift. It's what I like to call radical responsibility. And honestly, this is the engine that's going to drive you forward no matter what kind of obstacles get in your way. And let's be super clear. This isn't about blaming yourself for things. It's not about fault. It's about power. See, when you blame, you're literally just giving your power away. You're putting your future in someone else's hands. But ownership? Oh, that takes all that power back. The power to change things, to fix things, to build, it's all yours again. When you own your journey, you stop being a victim and you start being the architect. So that brings up the big question, right? The one we all have to answer at some point. The journey gets tough. That initial motivation starts to fade. And that little voice in your head, it starts whispering, just quit. It's easier. So what do you do in that exact moment? You push harder. That's it. That feeling, that nagging urge to just give up, it's not a stop sign. You have to see it for what it is. It's a signal. It's a test. It's like the gatekeeper standing between the dreamers and the achievers. The moment you feel like quitting, that is the exact moment you have to dig deep and find just one more ounce of fight. And, that leads perfectly into our final and maybe most important principle. How in the world do you keep pushing when you can't see any results? The answer is you have to learn to trust the invisible work. You have to develop this unshakable faith in the process itself. I love this iceberg idea because it's so true. What does everyone see? They just see the tip, the results, the success, the trophies. But what they don't see is the massive, enormous foundation under the water. That's the invisible stuff, the silent work, the daily grind, the consistency, the failures, the doubt, the patience. That's where the real success is built, long, long before anyone else ever sees it. And that really is the whole game, isn't it? Trusting the process. It's a genuine act of courage. It's you betting on yourself when you have zero external proof that it's working. It's having faith that every single one of those disciplined actions is like a deposit you're making into your future, even when you can't see the account balance going up just yet. All right, let's bring this all home. We've covered some really powerful stuff, from building yourself up from scratch to trusting the work that nobody sees. So let's boil it all down to the key takeaways. Because here's the thing, winning isn't some one-time event. It's a system. It's a daily process. It starts with building yourself brick by brick, then protecting your focus like it's sacred. It's about owning your entire story, no excuses, pushing through the pain when you want to quit, and finally, trusting that all that unseen work is compounding. All these pieces, they have to work together. So I'm going to leave you with this one last thought. This whole thing, it's not about what you're going to do tomorrow or next week or next year. Your future is being built right now, today, by the small things you choose to do. It's a direct reflection of your daily actions. So I have to ask you, what did you build today?